At Property Solvers Auctions, we also maintain a network of pre-vetted cash buyers who can step in when speed matters. Compare that to an estate agent fall through, months of time lost, legal fees incurred on a transaction that came to nothing, and a relisting that buyers will look at with suspicion. That said, it's important to recognise that this level of certainty and speed often comes with a trade-off. Auction buyers are typically looking for a margin in return for committing quickly, taking on risk, and completing within a fixed timeframe. In many cases, that's reflected in pricing sitting at around 10 to 15% under the realistic open market value. But in return, the seller benefits from structure, commitment, and a far lower risk of the deal unravelling late in the process. So if you're looking to optimise your price and are willing to be patient, my recommendation is usually always to stick with or find a new estate agent. Now, this is where it's also worth being clear about the modern method of auction, sometimes called conditional auctions, because it works slightly differently and more often than not can support stronger pricing outcomes. With these auctions, the buyer pays a non-refundable reservation fee at the close of bidding, but doesn't exchange contracts on the day. They have a defined period, typically 56 days, to exchange and complete. This opens bidding to mortgage buyers, which widens the buyer pool. The trade-off is that until exchange takes place, there's no legally binding contract under Section 2 of the 1989 Act. A buyer who walks away loses their reservation fee, but they're not exposed to the same level of liability as a traditional auction buyer who's already exchanged. Modern method offers meaningfully more protection than a private treaty or estate agency sale, but traditional auction offers the strongest legal certainty of any mainstream route to market. Both have a place depending on the property, the buyer pool, and what the seller needs. At Property Solvers Auctions, we offer both, and we'll always be straight with you about which approach suits your situation best. The practical upshot is straightforward. In a traditional auction, the outcome is typically known within 3 to 4 weeks of going to market. If bidding reaches your reserve, you exchange on the day. If it doesn't, you know quickly, and you can make decisions from a point of clarity, not after months of uncertainty. That speed, combined with the legal commitment built into the process, is why auction fall-through rates are practically zero. It's because the structure removes the long window where deals can fall apart. If you'd like a straightforward conversation about whether auction is the right route for your property and a free auction valuation report based on actual sold data, please feel free to email me at ruben@propertysolvers.co.uk.